Hey everybody, this is Fighter Cows after 2 weeks of not streaming due to me oversleeping because I'm dead tired from my job and in so much pain. Today, I'm up because I actually found a good pair of insoles that are actually custom made and actually, let me walk normally for once.
Nice.
That's good.
Nice.
Which is funny because I find these insoles 2 weeks, before I leave that job. That's funny. Of course, you'd find everything that works for you right when you're about to leave.
Yeah.
Well, hey, those insoles should be useful for some other thing in the future, so.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm Fighter Cows, and the other voice you heard is Double RPG and Metal Blue Eyes. How'd you guys say hi?
Yo.
Hi. Welcome to where you will hear gaming and gaming only. We do not condone any people named Bill Clinton nor Reformed Orthodox rabbis
Yes,
whatsoever.
I can assume
The
that
Bill Clinton.
that is definitely another reason why I wanted to make sure I woke up today because we had to talk about that.
Oh God, yes.
We
The
had to
Game
talk about the
Awards
Game
in
Awards.
general, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
which
God,
we
yeah.
which was still a shit show like every other year.
Oh, yeah. It's still. It was still stanky. We got some good stuff, though. We got some surprise trailers.
It was. It would have been. It would have been real boring to stream except for like a few like surprise things. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
like
why I'm glad we did because that was woof. Like.
yeah, Tekken 8,
Oh, I
Armor-
got a lot
Armor-
to say about Tekken 8.
Street Fighter. Yeah, Street Fighter 6.
Armor Core
Armor-
6,
Yeah,
Armor
that
Core
was
6.
hype.
Fires of Rubicon. Yeah.
I'm
and
like,
Final Fantasy 16 as well. The
Six
first,
of the team.
and oddly enough, the first mainline Final Fantasy title to get an M rating.
yeah, that's right.
Because it's mature.
Mm-hmm. I wonder if that's going to be make or break for the series if it, does well critically and commercially,
Yo, Lord Doom, good to see
Hey,
you.
Lord Doom!
Hey, hey.
It says it's been 2 weeks, but I finally found some insoles that worked for my feet. My flat.
That's good.
It's been about 3 or 4 weeks from us since we last streamed this game.
Word of advice: if you got flat feet, don't get a kitchen job
No.
Yeah.
with flat feet like I did. I don't know why I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do it. Me, I'm like, wait a minute.
Lord Doom says he can't wait for Armor Core 6.
Oh, dude, that was the thing I was
Oh,
hyped
yeah. most
about. And I would have like marked out more if you guys didn't say Armored Core 6 before I saw it.
Really, guys?
You guys were ahead.
Yeah, we were. Sorry.
I don't know why I was behind all of y'all though. That's what I don't get. Like, I'm usually
Yeah.
behind like just one or two. Like, but all of y'all were ahead of me. I was like, wait, what the? What's
Yeah, I
that?
don't know. Just the streams, I guess. They're just funky.
They didn't like Massachusetts.
Do they ever like Massachusetts?
Lord Doom says he hopes Armored Core 6 plays like 4. Dag, now who brings a freaking portable flamethrower for like? Why are these guys straight up trying to murder a random stranger? Like,
Apparently that schmuck does.
I get it if you're like trying to perform like a hit, but like Yagami's just some dude, man. Like, y'all.
Right.
Yeah.
Especially also, you guys are Liu Mang, and Yagami is protected. Yagami's supposed to, they even said, do not touch Yagami. Here they are
Yeah,
trying to burn him
exactly.
alive.
Besides, if Zhao was
Oh, yeah,
still
no, it's these
leading
two.
the Yokohama Liamong, he would see about that guy with the flamethrower.
Exactly. Like, they should know better. Hey, don't go after Yagami. He's protected. Also,
Are
these guys.
We
Flamethrower.
Are we back at the Komi Jewel?
No, this is the Liu Mang.
Oh, the Liamong territory. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where the main headquarters is. I forgot.
It's only been 2 or 3 days. Where's Koana?
So, what did you guys think of the Game Awards while I eat this sandwich?
Well, it was in general kind of a shit show, like usual. Like I said, there was
couldn't we have done this by phone?
I will. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, God of War won a lot of awards.
I
A
just came from
lot of
seeing
people were
Rick
surprised it
Kusamaro.
actually didn't take Game
I
of the
told her to
Year.
turn
That it
herself
lost it
in
out
for
to
murdering
Elden
Bob
Ring.
5 years
But
ago. You what?
Well, it's
Yeah.
funny how
Big
Elden
thing to
Ring
say
did not
about
win
that.
that many awards when compared to God of
no,
War, but
no,
still,
it didn't.
it
'cause-
sniped.
Of course
It still
not.
sniped the Game of the Year
But what do you
award.
think you're
Yeah,
doing?
which
Her
is,
part
I
in
guess,
this is
the
done.
only
Don't drag her
important
back
one,
into
I
it.
guess. But
This isn't yours to finish.
that was still a
You
bit
just
of a
let
surprise.
Sawa-sensei stay
Like I said, some of the
collateral
other
damage.
ones were kind
How
of
do you
no
think your
duh.
folks
I know there was
They
a few
probably
that made
think
us
you
scratch
killed
our
your
heads.
daughter.
Like what was it?
They don't know why.
Like Final
Or if
Fantasy
justice
14
will
got
be
like
served.
best
Do they have to
community
suffer like
support
that?
and like best
All without
ongoing
even knowing
game,
the truth?
which
Mhm.
is good because yeah, that thing's still
Sawa-sensei
trucking.
want that?
Oh yeah.
You talk about
So yeah,
justice,
that's a
but
good
she
one.
keeps getting
Naoki
Uh,
Yoshida has just been on the
You aren't even
ball
trying
lately.
when it comes to
Yeah.
her.
But then like best
Say
fighting
whatever
game
you
went to
want, but if you cross
multiverses
Kusumoto's
over
on
like
Oh.
Street
more
Fight
pain, I
over like
will
King
never
of
forgive you.
Fighters.
That's
And then the rest
exactly
of the
why I
games weren't
didn't
even
tell you
fighting
I was
games.
going to
They were
be
like Sifu
Not
would
really.
beat 'em up.
Listen, Yagami.
Yeah,
She
Sifu.
hides her blow, but she's never
I'm
gotten
still
over the
bitter
hurt
Yeah.
about
so he
Elden
turned
Ring
a
getting
dick to his
best
death.
role playing game.
She's
That
not
that was
sure
Yeah,
complete
best
bullshit.
RPG.
That was
Yeah.
complete bullshit.
Unlike me.
You saw what Lord Doom wrote? But
If
yeah,
she
I
was
mean,
anything
Yeah,
but
he,
I
but
would've pushed
I
her
have 10
hard too
bottles of
fast.
water. I'm downing one
There's
every
no
time
evidence that
Yagami
she
meets
drove
someone I
away.
want him to beat up.
He
I'll
simply
give you guys a
vanished from
count at the end,
Kamurocho,
Kappa.
and the police didn't even know about it. Besides, there's no case without a corpse. Point being, she'll never be charged.
Oh, Kuwana still being mum about that lady having
if she
nothing to
did
do
turn
with
herself in,
Shinya Kawai's death,
Police
huh?
wouldn't know what to do with her. Don't think for a second that you're getting.
I don't buy it.
You've killed what? 7 people now? Do you even hesitate anymore? You got.
Yeah,
go
don't
ahead
think for a
about
second
the,
you're getting a
Making
pass.
baseless
But
accusations.
anyways,
You sure
my
you
thoughts on
were
the
a
Game
real
Awards, yeah, I
thinking
pretty much
lawyer?
echo what Metal
My
said.
colleagues in Kamurocho
It
are getting
was
ready
just
to appeal a Hara's
complete
case.
BS on a
Her
lot of
actions are
stuff.
gonna be
There
part of
weren't
the
a lot of
Microscope.
exciting things
I
or
wouldn't
things that
even
got
call
me
that
really
bad
excited,
news.
except
I
for
want the
maybe
world
like a
to know
few.
their
But
bullies are getting what
other than
they're
that, it's
due.
just
And by
pretty
then,
much
I'll probably be going
a
by
repeat
different name,
of
maybe even a different
how
look.
crappy the Game Awards
You're
have
just
been
gonna
every
keep
single
doing
year.
this? Did Sawa-sensei
Mhm.
sacrifice mean nothing to you?
It's like, Jeff
Is that
Keighley,
the
just
only thing keeping you
just
around?
quit. That
Well,
or
yeah, this-
find somebody who
I don't think
actually will
exposing everything
who
is
will
even in
present the Game
Sawa's
Awards
best
much
interest.
better than what
What?
you do.
Well, it's his baby though, so
Sawa-kun herself
Still.
found guilty.
because
I just sent
yeah,
you
he
the proof.
started it back in. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like 2006
What is this?
as the
audio
the
file?
Spike Game Awards,
After a horror
and then
ceremony
obviously
in court, she
since he
called
like
me.
split off and
I recorded
went
our
its own way. I think
conversation.
in 2015, I think was the first like independent one. Well, quote unquote independent because they still have sponsors up the asshole, but
Mm-hmm.
of course not as bad as the shit Hydrobot, but still.
Yeah. I mean, I thought it was cool that they had Animal from the Muppets there.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a thing. Yeah, every year they got to have some kind of Muppets representation. Whether it's Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker, or actually, wait, they had them like 2 years in a row, didn't they?
No, they only had them for 1 year.
Oh yeah, the one that 'cause
No,
they
the one that
presented
came before them was Pepe the prawn.
Oh, Pepe. Yeah, that's right. I remember that's the one a lot of people were making jokes about because he was on screen with Ninja.
Mm-hmm.
People are making like Muppet jokes because that's one of the derogatory nicknames Ninja has among some people is
Right.
Muppet.
Because
Because the colored hair and everything. So.
Right. And
And appealing to children. Oh.
in 2020 it was the Swedish Chef.
Oh, that's right. It was
All you
Swedish
did
Chef.
was light the fires of
Burger,
vengeance in Hara's
burger.
heart because you didn't want to
Mhm.
be alone.
I
I'm not
forgot
sure-
it was Swedish Chef. Yeah.
I don't know if they had anybody last year.
That's why people who
I don't remember. Yeah, this year was Animal, which was kind of funny in its own way. Kojima.
Stop cleaning a toilet just
Kojima,
because it'll be
Kojima.
filthy again. Somebody's always
Hey Animal, which game would you really like to play? Animal
somebody's gonna be
Crossing. That I thought that was clever. That joke.
It was funny. I got to admit, I did laugh at that, which is sad. But
These bastards who prey on the defenseless
Alright,
must
ate
be
that
Uh,
sandwich.
punished
Woo!
for all to
but
see.
yeah, like I said, well, we mostly just turned in for some trailers.
Because deep down,
Yeah, there was
I
a
don't
couple
want to
big
do
announcements. Obviously, a lot of the quote unquote leaks
I
turned out to be
understand what you're
BS. So,
You're taking it too
like the one
far.
saying, "Oh yeah, GTA 6
Stop.
trailer, Woo, MGS, you know,
If you really want to stop
MGS
me, you're
remake.
gonna have to kill me.
Woo. Death Stranding
Call
2.
it
That
justice.
was right though. But eh.
I thought you guys were gonna start another fight.
Why? Just
It was a
why did that
bitch
game
cleaning
need
up
to
the
be
mess
announced?
last time.
Because
I mean, I
don't
thought
know.
Next
I
time
thought
go up
Kojima
against him,
would already have his
it
hands
won't
full
be
with
just a
working
few
on
scratches.
the game that
Well,
him and
when that
Microsoft have a
time
deal
comes, take it
to
anywhere
make
but
one.
here.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure how Death Stranding 2 fits into that. Like, is Kojima Pro going to be doing 2 games at once? Are they working on that and then Death Stranding, or are they doing Death Stranding first and then that?
Well, yeah, I mean, it kind of makes you
Or
wonder.
both simultaneously. I don't know.
It kind of makes you wonder whether or not if they're stretching him thin with his
Well,
workload.
Well, I know they have a studio in Japan as well as in Los Angeles, so it wouldn't surprise me if they just had both teams working on a different game. So
I guess, but
yeah.
oh, Noburish.
Ah, he kept walking because these guys saw me first.
Oh,
I was trying to fight him because I wanted the money, but shoot.
rat bastards.
Oh, he's still walking around though, as you see.
Well, if you could beat him, then if you could beat them, then you should be able to get a fight with him.
He's still there.
He's just walking in the middle of the fight. It's like, yeah, I gotta test your worth, Yagami. See if you're actually worth it. And if you are, I'll give you a brawl.
He's behind. Just walked behind me during this EX action.
But yeah, I'm glad that we're back to doing this.
Overreach, come on.
But thing is that the last
There we
time
go.
when we were playing this, before we came back to this, during that lull, I actually managed to beat Kiwami 2 finally.
Nice.
Yes. Oh geez, that dude is giving you the hands a little bit. Now, Yagami, he still does the tiger drop, right? Or is it a different type of drop?
No, it's like the dragon drop. It's the same move technically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you might as well just say that his move should be called
I
the
did it
dragon
earlier,
drop.
just to
His
right when you
move
said-
his move should be called the dragon drop instead
right
of the
when you
tiger
said
drop. Because
he does it, I did the move.
But yeah, finally beat Kiwami 2, and I learned about the connection between Kiwami 2 and Yakuza Like a Dragon that you told me about, Jerry, and it's basically the Jingwan Mafia is the connection.
Really, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jingwan.
Oh my god, it's a bunch of these schmucks. This street, just look at it. There's more over there. It's like, bro, Yagami needs food badly.
It's like, let him go, you piss
Golly.
ants.
It's that street. They just keep spawning. They'll never not spawn.
So Warrior needs food badly.
Yeah, you
Right.
got.
Gosh. I just-
Starving. I'm starting to feel pretty tasty. Thanks.
Dog pilers is what they are.
Like that street is insane. I'm just trying to go to the death race real quick. I forget what a death race is. Oh boy. Ah, what street is it?
And I'm on my last day of vacation for this year, so I go back to work tomorrow.
Oh,
Yeah, but the funny thing is, after I work tomorrow, then I have the next 2 days off.
nice.
Yeah. Complete irony.
Oh, okay. They're in Chinatown, basically. Whee!
Going to do the dragon race?
We don't have dragon cart.
Oh, they don't have dragon carts this time?
No,
Ah.
no. It's the death race.
Oh, the death race.
Aha.
To the extreme!
Yagami-san.
The extreme! Huh? It's the extreme! Oh, don't start that shit. I remember that movie, Twister.
Oh, Twister, dang. I've seen that in a long time.
One of them. As a kid, that was like one of my favorite movies.
All those disasters, Twister, Dante's Inferno, or no, not Dante's Inferno.
Dante's Peak.
Peak. Yeah.
Dante's Peak, yeah.
Released the same year as Volcano.
Which I also remember.
Was infinitely worse. So, yeah.
Dante's Peak and Volcano. Yep.
One was scientifically accurate. The other one, you just gotta laugh because lava can be stopped by concrete fucking dividers, I guess.
No way.
And probably next year we'll get even more of a laugh when Cocaine Bear hits
his
theaters.
biker suit with
with the
low res kanji all over it.
Oh my God! Look at that.
This is.
Anyway, as I was saying, we'll probably get more of a laugh by early next year, when Cocaine Bear hits theaters.
Hey, look what he wrote there, or what he said there. It's too good. It's like you jumped out of a Showa era manga.
Yeah, I saw that.
Metal will get it.
Did you fight Godzilla? I guess.
Well,
yeah, laugh it up.
There's a lot of Godzilla actors in these games. Keep finding out.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Doom said that's just a black jacket that he painted the symbols on. That's what it looks like. Yeah. Them two, they got them low res kanji. Like they just.
Oh, look at that bike! That scooter! Holy crap!
Rusty.
These two guys were great.
Honey, why don't we rent one of these scooters? It'd be really nice if we rode around on one of these scooters. We are not renting one of them scooters. Honey, let me rephrase that. I'm going to rent a scooter. Ron White joke.
We're all new too, so we're friends. I guess so.
The name's Karuta Asama. I'm
Oh,
Koichiro Haruno.
Elvis.
It's me.
I had no idea that Elvis was a delinquent in Japan.
The Pompadour look is very.
Neither did I. It is, yeah. It's like it's a classic trope.
Yep.
Look
at them trying to be delinquents real hard. Hey, holla.
Oh, Jesus!
Trying to be Yankees.
Yep. The Yankee thing. He wants Yagami to join them.
Ride or die.
Nice to beat you.
Nice to meet you.
Yagamichi. Yagamichi.
Yagamichi.
Yagamichi. Oh god, they even say it.
Are they all trying to be Yusuke Urameshi?
Whatever you say, Yusuke.
Kuwabara!
Showa era manga because this type of biker gang is from Showa. Look at these Fister North Star looking dudes.
God.
Look at these. They all look like they all look like dudes Kenshiro would kill.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda.
Fister North Star sequel confirmed.
Well, hey, they did make a Yakuza Fist of the North
Yeah, exactly.
Star.
We'll definitely have to play that on stream at some point.
Oh yeah, Lost Paradise, definitely.
Yes.
I just wish it would get ported. So.
Lord Doom says he wished Yusuke was there. This would be a different story then.
So the previous guy died, and I do wish Yusuke was here.
Off the rails.
Man, imagine that a Yu Yu Hakusho game done by Ryoga Gotoku.
That would be insane, but also wonderful.
But anyway.
Really, a lot of games in by RGG Studios would be crazy.
Does that mean? Yeah.
Oh yeah, a lot of potential that we keep bringing up, like a wrestling game they should make that we keep giving them suggestions, but they seem to keep doing Yakuza games or Oh, I'm sorry, like a dragon.
So you
games.
see the main thing that's important. What he just said. Whoever rules the road writes the rules. That's basically what this is gonna be.
Yeah.
I take it this is one of those school stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
obviously. Like you think it's got nothing to do with what they were just talking. The game would be 100% the same as Yakuza with ghost powers. You need to be happy with that,
I
dude.
see.
Like a oh my god, maybe that should be instead of JoJo or whatever. Like that should be a thing too. But maybe if it was Yu Yu Hakusho, that'd be sick.
And think about it. You could have more than one playable character.
They're
I
talking
mean,
about the leaders now. There's a guy named Ghost who always keeps his helmet on.
The helmet stays on, bitch.
There's Ghost right there.
Ghost. Oh.
Ghost-san.
Oh, what's that? You got Gatling guns on your bike?
You guys must be the new blood.
Because why the hell
Yes,
not?
sir.
Ever heard? Whoever rules
Am I right?
the road writes the rules.
Lord Doom says, I want to see
Yeah,
Yusuke do a
monster
side
fish.
quest and end it looking at the sky asking, what am I doing with my life?
Just like oh, that'd be great. Just like Kiryu did, yep. With Dominatrix.
But if you really want to show dominance, inflict some fear and pain, just like the beast inside craves. You get me?
Inflict some fear and pain.
Whoa.
Just like a dominatrix?
Seems our first rep, our leader, forgot to factor human nature into the equation.
This dude's just
Because out
Edgelord.
there on the streets,
McEdgelord.
the only language outlaws speak is violence.
If this was Initial D, we'd kick your ass, Ghost.
Must know that.
Yeah.
It's kind of crap a thug would pull.
And you?
Well, Yagami ain't
Now
gonna be
that's
scared of you.
strange. I heard there were only 2 recruits.
Really? Nobody told me.
Who got you in?
Well,
Lord Doom, that's one
that's a
water
thing.
bottle gun.
Can't answer, huh? Hey!
what the hell?
I'm thinking he's an undercover agent. Interrogate him. Find out for sure.
Yes, sir.
Would you say that's 2 or 3 right there, since they all are grabbing Yagami?
Hey! Anyone know this shit for brains? One of you invite him? No? Oh, it's a bad look if not a single vet can vouch for you. Makes it seem
He's
like
not
you're
hiding it.
the badge.
You could, yeah. Well, actually, you
Greatest pig
Not a
alive
single
until he
vet?
squeals.
Oh, you saying he's an animal? You mean he should be going to the doctor or a hospital if he were to get hurt?
all right, Amelia Bedelia.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Something about this guy stinks. He won't even say who let him in.
Lord Duke said he's not gonna count them, the other guys, because if he does it for randos, then he's gonna drown. Exactly. So Ghost
Oh.
is one.
Okay, fair
So
enough.
I was thinking like, no, of course not.
Being a lawman.
Come on. Think about it.
That's not the point I'm making
Let,
here.
let me say, is Kuwana one of those guys?
For a man who wears a mask,
Amongst your
you
10
give me the
bottles.
benefit of the doubt.
Huh?
It's true, no one here knows your identity, right? Because you're always hiding your face. So isn't it just as likely you could be working undercover?
What was that?
Ha, yeah, I can be like, hey,
Accuse
you
me
never
of being
show
shady all you
your
want,
face.
but when you
So
do it
what about you?
anonymously,
Huh?
it weakens your argument,
You're
don't
mad
you think?
suspicious. You don't even show your face, homie.
You realize who you're talking to? Your ass is
Well, you
about to
can't
get
argue
paid.
with Yagami on this, Ghost.
Enough. This guy's really something.
This story is like one of the best, by the way. This is straight up, just exactly what the guy said. A Showa era manga. Like, It's straight up like Bari Bari Densetsu or one of those
He
motorcycle
must
gang
have a
mangas.
steel sack to speak up in his position. I'm almost impressed. Suo-san!
Oh,
This guy just shat on
it's
a
Law.
boss. We'll set a bad example if we just do nothing.
Yeah.
Konosugi,
Lord
do you know
Doom
which
said
one
that
of
lady
you
that
is
was
right?
like, yeah, I did it, but that was a long time ago, so I'm fine. She counts for like 5. What?
It's not
What?
for us to
Oh,
decide.
yeah.
There's a system for determining what's right, and it's quite simple. Whoever rules the road writes the rules.
This story's great.
That's made in heaven's sacred code, our foundation and mandate of justice. So I don't care if it's a cute idea or the Constitution. Any other rule can eat shit. Remember, our code is king. Everything else is for the peasants. You got that, Konosugi? You want to talk big?
Hey, LPH.
Then obey.
Hey, it's good to see you, LPH,
Hey.
And if
especially
you
after
don't
2
like
weeks
it,
of
settle
no
your
lost
issues
judgment.
with a race.
Yeah.
And yeah, we were talking about the Game Awards earlier, but
Huh. A death
well,
race.
you guys were. I
You'll
was eating
have
a
to put
sandwich.
your life on the line.
Well, I mean, you have yet to deliver your final
Yeah.
thoughts.
What part of this has to do with me?
A lot of it was boring. I don't. A lot of it was
We're
a
gonna
blur.
figure out how to
I
deal
like.
with you our own
We
way.
saw Tekken 8. Some of
If you
that.
beat
By the way,
Konosugi in
yeah,
a
let's go to
race,
that Tekken
you're
8 crap.
free. If you lose,
Tekken
Konosugi
8's
decides.
trailer wasn't even. Why was
So all I have to
Tekken
do is
hyping
win,
that
huh?
up? Their social
Your
media.
code really is simple.
Save the date.
Not to mention,
We're gonna show so much of Tekken 8. They only show like
If I'm a
like
free
uh,
man
it was
after I
basically
win,
just a longer
does
teaser
that mean
trailer.
I can join Maiden?
Mhm.
Nothing
Yeah.
was really explained in there.
of course. No matter who you
Sadly.
are, no one can complain.
And people saying that Paul in that trailer looked like a Giga Chad.
Be a cop.
No,
Doesn't
some people are
matter.
saying the opposite.
Code must
Ah.
be upheld.
Some people are saying he looks like a male Karen or something like that.
Oh,
Oh, what is it? A lance or whatever?
Anything
here's the
goes,
thing
amigos.
though: is Jun Kazama actually coming back?
Yes, Harada actually explained that she's gonna be playable. Yes, and I am so happy about that.
Oh, so for story reasons, she finally makes her reappearance.
Lord Doom said, "I want Ghost to catch the hand so bad that I'm considering drinking water every time he speaks." Yep.
LPH says it sucks he can't pre-order Street Fighter 6 right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It comes out in June, so there's time.
June 2nd, same month when Final
Oh,
Fantasy
Lord
16
Doom
comes
said
out.
about it says Ken. Male Karen is a Ken. Sadly, Ken Master stocks are going
Oh,
even lower.
Yeah.
I've
Oh, that's
heard.
right. I
I've also
forgot,
heard
yeah.
Kyle. Which yes, Kyle.
I've heard a few, but you know.
Yes. To me though, personally, if I had to pick a name, Keith.
Keith.
Because it's the
yeah,
ugliest name in the English language.
I can see that. Yeah.
But yeah, some people say Kyle, and I've heard, but Lord Doom said Ken, which also makes sense. Okay, so here's how you play the death race: change lanes, accelerate with R2, brake with L2. That's about it. And also you you can use circle with which gives you a boost, but you gotta have boost gauge.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember how to do that. And you gain boost by doing wheelies too.
So this is pretty much like the scene in Batman and Robin where Dick Grayson and Barbara Pennyworth went to the motorcycle race.
And you're just also it doesn't tell you that you can attack them with square and block with L1 because they'll attack.
Oh, so this is more like Road Rash.
Yes, like Road Rash and like Tokyo Extreme Racer.
Nice.
Hey,
you
I
gotta
love
whack
that.
people, man.
It's not letting me boost or that because oh yeah, it wants me to increase my boost first before it teaches me other things.
You gotta get boost power.
And you know, Lord Doom, that's really sad because I really do like my name. My real name, that is.
Your real name of Maguba J. That's
Sure, we'll go with that.
See,
Why
now-
not?
when boosting, you could
Maguba.
ram bikers to take them out. Try taking out a biker with boost.
Yeah,
Ooh.
this sounds like a road rash.
Defeat bikers by ramming into them. Press square.
Now, if that game taught me anything, you just need a lead pipe or some chains, and you're good.
Guard with L1 or R1. Like this guy
Well-
threw a thing at me. Blocked it.
You're not wrong, LPH.
You can customize your car.
He says Cartman equals Karen.
I hit the wall there. My bad. Ooh, ooh. Now what happens is what the thing here is you take out the underlings first. You know it says boss up there?
Mm-hmm.
That's because you gotta take out the underlings first and then the race starts. The actual
Oh, okay.
race. It's like this whole like thing first. You take them out, and you have to take them out. See now, because I took them out. From here on out, it's a death race. Get to the finish line,
I see.
and the boss will try to attack you and blah blah blah. I forget how to drift, and yes, you can drift. Music's pretty good if you like your electric guitars. Oh, drift is with X. Okay, that was my problem. I was trying to do it with braking. See, get out of here, fool.
Hey, get the fuck out of here. So basically, it's a race to the finish to see who can get first place.
Yeah, but after you beat his underlings, and also you says you saw a targeting thing. They will try and like cheat, and throw stuff at you. Road rash
yeah.
style. Road rash.
Lord Doom says Cartman is the final Karen boss.
Yeah, block. Took me a while to figure this out though. I actually lost when I first did this stuff.
Hey, good work there.
This sub-story, this one's great. They actually put thought into this one. Old school Showa era motorcycle races.
Mm-hmm.
Is this charged? Good. I had to check because sometimes these PS5 controllers got battery life that ain't so great,
It's me.
as you could attest to. Kyle.
Oh god, yeah. That's why I always keep mine plugged in and charged while I'm playing.
The rule is absolute.
Y'all better remember this Yagami to that guy. As of today, he is a member of Made in Heaven. I love that music, dude. It kind of sounds like Persona 4 music.
Oh really, Lord Doom? He says he says the free King Vegeta in Dokkan got an easy A. That's a massive buff.
This is the first time King Vegeta is actually good in anything Dragon Ball related.
What?
Think about it. No?
Well, I mean, he didn't get headed out by Frieza, so well, in the Dokkan universe, so sure.
Bakuon Rairyu, the Raging Angels and Ghosts
If
faction.
I have this right.
If I beat them first, you'll race me? Yeah, you have my word. Great, this could take a while.
The first time he's not dead, Kappa. Now, if only Bardock was still alive, you know?
Other school stores are available, but I should just beat this one because this one ain't really long. It's just the races could be hard, but when you know what the races are, like
Yeah, then it's pretty much a cakewalk after that.
the only one that may give trouble is the lead. You saw him, the leader in Suo, the guy in the white.
Mm-hmm.
Even then, like, what you got to do is just save your boost until the end. Because you know what it is against him? It's rubber band AI. No matter what, he'll just catch up.
Oh, I see. So it's like Mario Kart 64.
You gotta
rubber
just
banding.
wait you just gotta wait till the very end and boost to beat him.
Oh,
The finish line.
hey, Amasawa.
Either way,
There's a garage my father rents nearby. I'll take you there now. By the way, you could tell that I already customized that one. It didn't have that look, those stickers in black and gold before. It was like a basic white
Oh yeah.
moped type deal, a scooter.
So you pretty much gave it a facelift
Yeah,
with the
that's why I think
decor.
I was able to beat them easy because it was already customized.
Hey, look, it looked pretty spiffy.
There's other ones.
Gotcha.
What's funny though, speaking of motorcycles, what's funny? Everything here I think is already customized.
Mm.
Um, Look at that one, huh?
Oh yeah.
Should I try it?
Oh, Maxinator. Dang. But here's the question though. How well is it when you use it in races when compared to the other one that you were using in the first one?
Way better?
Oh, it is way better?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The only thing is okay. I can still use this for the first races. Later on, I'm gonna want to change to this one I got for beating the game. This ain't even one you could use when you first play it.
Was that the first one that you used by default?
Yeah, that's the default one.
Oh, okay. So you were forced to actually use that for the first race. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
All right. That makes sense.
To be honest, I should just stick to this just to. Or if I want to beat it quick, I should just use this, right? Which I do want to do.
Yeah.
Also, it's funny. If you get drunk and try to come to the garage and do a death race here in this menu, if I hit yes, it'll say, "Don't drink and drive, idiot." It's pretty good. Let me save this first.
It's like at one of those things where it should have that still frame from old school arcade machines where it says winners don't use drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. It actually tells you don't drink and drive. What's wrong with you? You should use your judgment better than that. That's what the game's called. Lost judgment.
But anyway, Lord Doom says something else. Going back to Dokkan, he says also the free LR Vegito Blue got an easy A. He's kind of busted, and he was even before his easy A.
He's totally insane. Junpei Hanasaki.
Huh?
Insane how? Why bomber?
Yeah.
Because whenever he rides, he throws bombs.
No way.
Wait, what? You know this is Japan, right? I like how he said, you know this is Japan, right? We're not America.
Yeah.
Haha, well, they're technically fireworks, not bombs. He's the son of a fireworks maker.
Oh, I see.
So they're actually fireworks, not actually bombs. He pops up.
I see.
Fireworks don't sound a lot better. Oh, Lord does a story about drunk driving that he didn't do, but someone else did.
And he also says he doesn't do that because he's smart. Well, that's good.
It's Bakuon Ryu.
Hey,
Oh, it's the Fist of the North Star Jock Squad.
You got the eyes of a killer, and you are.
Her name's Matatabi, one of Bomber's 4 kings.
It sucks that each of the 3 factions have their own 4 kings, which is like stupid.
Yeah.
His first word wasn't mama or dada, it was wild. Well, my first word was titty, so, I mean,
That shook my shit up.
I said, well, tatas, literally. That's what I said, apparently, tata.
Yeah.
That was my first word. And then, people wonder why, why are you drawing boobs all the time? Like, you said, that was my first word, shoot.
God damn, Lord Doom. Ouch. Good thing you're okay. He said he got hit by a guy that was drunk driving. He was out for a jog, and wrong time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ready to tear it up.
You want the boost and just take them all, like a bunch of them out in one shot.
I'm
Because
about to
boost
say,
takes out like everybody it hits. You see that? Took out 3 right there.
I like it how it looks like you have 10 bugles on each side of the rear wheel.
Yeah.
Or 5 on each side of the rear wheel. Yeah. It's like, are you gonna play Dixie with those bugles?
I put all those there because like you actually get a power up.
Oh, nice wheelie.
Let's
Anyway,
screw that up.
Lord Doom says the part that super pissed me off, though, was that I told the story in a Discord server, and someone, for some reason, decided to misread the story so bad that they thought I was admitting to drunk driving.
Wow.
Damn.
I don't get the internet, dude. That happened to me before a lot. I'll say something someone else did, something bad, like, wait, you did this? I'm like, where in the story did you get that I was saying I was doing this? Actually, happened to me in real life, too.
Oh, yeah.
At my temp job, that happened. Wait, so you're saying you did this hate crime? I said someone else is doing a hate crime. Like,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's one of those things, too, where whenever I brought up a story about it, some guy actually doing something bad that I witnessed, that everybody's like, why the hell did you do that? I was like, did you even listen to a word I said? Now, I know they were most likely joking, but it's hard to tell whether or not if they were joking or if they were actually trying to piss me off,
Oh, gosh.
Anyways, Lord Doom says everyone else had to say, no, dude, reread, you're wrong. Never got a response to people telling him he was wrong. And then LPH says, this is why he doesn't say anything 75% of the time.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, don't blame you, man. It's like it's one of those things where when you're young, maybe you say to yourself, maybe I should have been shy all my life, so everyone be like, go ahead, talk, let's hear what you have to say. But most of the time, you just want to say no. Definitely getting a lot of flashbacks from the driving sequences in Lost Paradise.
Yeah. Boom.
I thought that was actually pretty cool. That that gameplay element in Lost Paradise where you can actually
driving that, and you customize it too, which I haven't, because I still haven't beaten the game.
Yeah, I still haven't beaten it either, even though I was about halfway through it. But yeah.
Oh, there's that Persona 4 music in. No friggin' way.
Yagamichi!
Lord Doom said something.
Yeah, he said people used to do that to me, but then I started not only talking, but saying horrific stuff and make them regret it. Kappa.
Whoa! Now what?
I heard from Suo we got ourselves a real smart.
Oh god, now it's even looking more like Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise with the outfits.
So this guy's the leader of the Bakuo, right?
Damn straight. The name's Junpei Hanasaki, and don't you forget it. Now feel the heat of the streets ticking time bomb.
What are we trying to make this era of Japan more about post-apocalyptic warlords than anything?
I guess.
Anyway, I figured I'd mosey on over and check out the new guy. Yagami, was it?
Lord Doom said that's another bottle for this guy.
Yeah. I need to beat you to Suo.
Well, tough titty.
He actually said tough titty. Well,
See, I'm the type of fire starter who likes to put on
That's
a
my
show.
line.
And if it's a death race we're talking, I only take on challengers
On
who
Saki.
can give me some entertainment.
Or,
Entertainment.
in Jerry's case, Tough
Every time
Tata.
Amazon races, his crew sets off hundreds of fireworks. Ones they craft traditionally by hand. Part of his claim to fame is leaving his opponents bewildered as he speeds past them with lights and explosions.
oh Lord,
But he'll only
somebody
accept
ban
opponents
that.
who can give him a real challenge. Otherwise, it'd be a waste
yes.
of time and effort. Yeah, what he said. Now allow me to burn that into your memory.
You got it?
I'm trying.
All right.
Ah, damn, that's hot. It burns. Ah, my eyes.
So you won't race just anybody. But if I take down your crew, will that prove I'm good enough?
Mayhaps.
I don't know how Alex banned
You
so
really
quick.
think you can take the heat, huh?
Just watch. You'll be in the hot seat soon enough.
Well, you've got my blood boiling.
Excuse me?
I'll get there eventually.
Oh Lord.
Lord, eh?
Or more actions here.
Hmm?
Nice to meet you.
Boy, dude. Let me do it.
Yeah. Oh. Oh, never mind. I got it.
Okay.
There
we go.
It's just I haven't done so in a while, so it really took me some time to try and figure out how to do it. It's just ugh. Yeah, that's what I said, Lord Dune. Those exhausts on his back make him look like bugles. It's like he's gonna play Dixie on that motorcycle, or he's gonna whistle Dixie with that motorcycle, but just using bugles.
Yes. Pleasure's all mine.
God, that Sayama has a smushed face, kind of like
He does.
Yoshinori Ono.
He looked like a cartoon character. He looked like the type of person Peter Griffin would be like, wait, stop. I have to draw you.
Please.
Yeah, it kind of does look cartoonish.
Apologies.
Excuse me. Does that mean...
Yes.
The biker gang prevention group.
Ah, so yeah, this is still a
I
part of
see.
the school story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just two dudes who are like trying to like, oh, we know about you and you're already in, so let's.
They're trying to prevent him from
A biker gang
participating.
prevention group. Don't know if I can trust them.
No.
First, could you tell me what sort of things your group does?
Oh, yes.
This is a good opportunity. I should get some information.
Yeah, but
Yagami-san.
oh, hey, there's a squirrel you should take a picture of when you get a chance on
Oh,
the
yeah.
wall there.
Huh.
Think it's an attention grab?
From what I know.
Pick up a ruckus.
You got that right,
see.
Lord Doom. Every time someone mentions or says "Made in Heaven," he thinks of JoJo.
I know, right? Maybe what Ryuga Gotoku want to do is try and get Araki
They're
and
too soft.
Tetsuo Hara to no Buronson is the actual writer. Buronson. Maybe he wants to get both of their what do you call it? Both of their permission to make a Fist of the JoJo game. There you go.
That's right.
Yeah, I said Fist of the JoJo.
Yeah, I mean anything is
Or
possible. I mean,
JoJo's Bizarre North Star. I don't know. But some way to fuse them both. That's what they want.
I mean, they got enough teams within Ryuga Gotoku to make at least 3 or 4. I mean, remember that one year when they released Yakuza 6, Judgment, and Kiwami 2 in the same year?
Yeah, that's when Bad Gamer was like, man, I'm Yakuza'd out. Which I understand. Lord Deuce said, I'm running Funny Valentine. The president's going to body you all.
Yes. By the way,
Reiji Murasaki, the first representative. I heard the name. Supposedly started the group.
yes.
And now he's a legend. So that's the guy. He was the first leader. Remember his face.
Kind of giving me some Rufus Shinra vibes from Final Fantasy VII. This the guy with the wearing the white. With
So
the,
he died, but remember I said remember his face. You're like, wait a minute, he died.
Yes.
And he is dead, by the way. I'm not gonna. He does not come back. But there's reason I say remember his face though.
Mm-hmm. So the one we saw as a double, like
No, that's
Jigun-
him.
Oh.
That picture is the guy who died.
Oh, okay.
That's that guy's buddy. Who was,
Oh, that guy. Okay.
He was the one who told off those underlings who thought they could teach me a lesson.
I see. Okay. Yeah.
By the way,
Is this gonna be face off?
No. But well,
Yes.
the Komi Jewel and the Seiryu clan.
Lord Doom says they did that gag once. I thought they were gonna do it again.
Oh, Plague. Oh yeah, Plague.
Yagami-san.
Oh, that's the place we fought the. I almost said the Oniwaban. The what? The Liumon the first time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
don't know why I was
Because they
thinking-
were trying to get us to shut up about trying to visit Sawa Sensei.
Yep.
But Kuwana came and saved the day.
huh?
Yes.
Yeah, there was in Yakuza 0. I did all the side quests in Yakuza 0.
I know I
And I-
didn't.
Well, yeah, because I'm literally on the Amon fight, or was it Kiwami 1? It was one of those. I don't remember. I did not
Yeah.
100% Kiwami 1's side quests.
Yeah, I'm close to 100%ing the side quest in Kiwami 1, but I stopped eventually because I was getting tired out of the first Yakuza, even though I do need to go back and finish
You know
up
what's
on
funny?
that playthrough.
I
Mhm.
have the PS4 and the PC version. It was the PC version I actually maxed out his dragon style though.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the PS4 version I did. I don't know why I don't know why I felt I played it more on the PC. I don't know.
Hmm.
It was just because I'm on my laptop more often, I guess, and I was just like, yeah.
I mean, that could be possible.
Amasawa, go home. It's dead of night. What are you doing in school?
Yeah, well, exactly. That's a little sus.
Besides, shouldn't you be tired, Amasawa? I mean, we do appreciate your company, but still, everybody has to go home and get some sleep.
Yeah. Even us graveyard shift workers.
Mm-hmm.
Amasawa.
Yagami-san.
Huh.
Then you find out that she actually works both daytime
Why are
and
you
during the
asking me about
midnight. So,
Kamurocho?
Well,
Huh?
Oh, the final school story, the girls' bar. The final one where I talk about Lord Doom all the time, that you can date Isla's voice actor from KOF 15 in Lost Judgment. You're finally gonna see it.
Nice.
One of those shot bars where most of the staff are girls. That's
Yes.
right. It's apparently different than a hostess club. I don't know. I don't understand how. Well, for one, the girls don't sit next to you at girls' bars like they do at hostess club. They talk to you from across the counter.
Mhm.
Distance between you and the girl. What's that? That's good. So what's the difference? The distance. So if you had a casual, easy to solve, or a deep, serious thriller, which would you get?
huh.
So a hostess club.
I see.
Totally feel like she doesn't. She's like, I understand. I totally feel like she doesn't. This girls' bar.
Well,
Lord, dude, if it's not awesome, I'm drowning another bottle to calm the fires of my disappointed rage, Kappa.
This story is the only one where like the high schooler, like you know how we like in every other story, like, oh no, I'm not really bad, like the casino girl and the skater kids and all that. This is the only school story where like, no, that kid has to go to jail. That kid has to go to jail. He needs to go to jail. He must go to jail.
Does that mean?
Cause yeah.
I see.
The kid with the fake age and name, he needs
Yeah.
to go to jail.
Yes.
yes.
Ah,
You don't even see him until the end of the school story, and then you're like, and then
Yes.
he tries to do some attacking of. There she is.
Woo!
And that's based off her face too. There she is. There's Isla's voice actress from KOF.
Emily S. Mochizuki.
Yes, she is a mixed. She is half Japanese, half white.
Ah,
Her father's English and her mother's Japanese. I think the real woman, her father's American and her mother's Japanese, but I gotta double check that.
No.
But not too foreign.
Yes, she is a she is a Saint Seiya style, not too foreign.
Yes, one of
Yeah.
the greatest, stupidest anime tropes, but not too foreign. So you just make them half Japanese and half something
Yep.
else, and they're
Lord Doom,
exotic but familiar.
Exactly.
Lord Doom, you probably should get that water bottle ready. He says, so should I pre-drink my fight water bottle now is what I'm hearing?
Probably.
Yeah, let's see.
So
She's
to sum it
also
up-
the girl in a metal, that girl, the half Japanese one. She's also the voice of the one that the main character in Gundam Witch from Mercury is engaged to, that white-haired girl.
Oh, Miorine.
Yeah, she's her voice too.
Oh, interesting.
Please and thank you.
She has her full name, but yeah, she's American in Japanese. But here to say she's British in Japanese. Was it like change her biography enough so you can tell she's like, no, we gotta make it so it's not exactly the voice actress's same biography. We'll make her British. That's how we'll change it.
Amasawa.
But let's continue the racing.
All right.
The reason why is because, you know, I figured beating the story should be something I do as a celebration for quitting the job.
Oh yeah. I don't blame you.
Although, like I said, they do a lot of rehires. That's why I'm doing it the right way and not just. Although my coworker said he did it the wrong way, he still got rehired.
Oh really?
Yeah, he just did the same. He didn't even give a notice. He just said, "I'm done today. I'm out of here."
Huh.
But you know, I'm still doing it the right way. So you know.
Oh dang!
Yeah, I hit by a car and
that's Lord Doom right there. So Yagami and Lord Doom, they're one and the same.
Oh God!
Oh man, they're giving you the hands.
Well, I got hit by a car. Make it sound like I'm. Come on, still winning.
Really, guys?
Oh man, I don't know why, but that snake style, doing the heat moves just really makes me smile. Really wide, from ear to ear.
So I'm not gonna stop at 5 exactly because we started like 20 minutes late. So.
Right. That's
like
fine.
5:20, and then I gotta get ready for work. Woo!
I mean, we already passed by an hour of the stream, anyways.
I'm nowhere near. I don't know why I thought this was where the races were. The garage. Oh, it's over. Oh, it's up there. Now you play Yakuza 7, you should recognize these landmarks.
Oh yeah, I do. I passed by this place way too many times. And Like a Dragon.
You should know that that park is where you find bugs and stuff.
Oh yeah, that's where I pretty much had to the park that in order to you know, grind my weapons
Oh boy,
into
stabby boy.
When I had to upgrade my weapons, I had to pretty much use that park to get all the bugs. And some of those ones were a pain in the ass to get too.
What's a guy with a gun around here?
Ooh. Yeah, you better take him out quick. There he goes! DDT! Or Brainbuster!
Here we go.
Don't be so serious. Oh, I love that snake style. So great.
What a waste.
Now, Jerry, do you think that they're going to be making another Judgment game, or do you think they're not going to? Because
Now, I do think they are now, since the game, since now I think they are because of before I would say no, but now because of Johnny's being taken over by someone else who is a lot more current and modern.
Uh-huh.
She's the daughter of the guy who was against, you know, who didn't understand how internet works.
Mm-hmm.
And she's the reason why we were able to get Lost Judgment on PC.
Excuse me.
Oh, okay.
So, thanks to that, I would say that yes, now it's looking good. Whereas before, I'd have been like, Johnny and Associate need to go go fix themselves. But they got it. Yeah, they're better now.
Yeah, I'd say they have a good chance of getting another one in, but it probably won't be until after Yakuza 8 comes out.
Yeah. Oh, Lord Doom said something.
Yeah, he said a couple
Yeah.
things. He says he ordered a set of paint markers and he had no use for the pink one until now, and the paint accents on his D4C figure rubbed off, and the pink of the marker is a perfect match. It's the exact shade he needs. And LPH says, so part 3 is Final Judgment.
I would call it that. That's a good name.
Yeah. If they wanted to end it off as a trilogy.
Yeah,
then...
yeah. If yeah, exactly. If they just want to be a trilogy, that's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I would do? This is already a spin-off of Yakuza. Do another spin-off off of this with the Baki kid.
Oh yeah. And besides, the Ryuga Gotoku games, I think they pretty much shown that they could do the series justice even without Toshihiro Nagoshi.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Even though they carry on, even though he carries on the series as the driving force, even outside of Sega.
All you gotta do.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is keep up the truce. We'll label it. We'll tax the crime syndicates. Nothing will not move in these streets without our say.
Yeah.
Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
But please, if in Yakuza 8 or if they do the next Judgment, bring back slot card racing or...
Yeah. I don't get why it's like, oh, it's not popular. Like, actually, like, it's not popular anymore. Like, they had the guy from slot car racing in 6. They're like, it's not popular anymore. And I'm like, yes, it is. I still see slot car racing, like, tournaments and stuff, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Slot car racing has not gone away. And it's not and it's still fairly, like, gets still views and stuff. Like, dang, I'm trying to, like, catch up to this dude. Dagnabbit.
Besides, I'm pretty sure
There's 7 still remaining. Like,
I'm sure there's some gameplay elements you can introduce in slot car racing now than you did in Yakuza 0 and Kiwami 1. I mean, seriously, who thought that robotics club in this game would be a big trend? Nobody.
Exactly. I think slot car racing would be way more popular than robotics. Frick.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I'm on fumes here. This bike ain't as fast as it's supposed to be. I don't know why he's driving it so slow, or if I did customize. I customize everything but the speed. I don't know.
Damn.
Well, don't worry.
I thought it would be one of those things where the boost would auto-repair itself after some time.
No, it's like a health gauge.
Oh. If it breaks, then that's the end of the race for you? Damn.
Oh, there you go. It's on fire now. I don't know why, though. I'm not... Yeah, there he goes. He's dead.
Damn.
Yeah, he's dead. I don't know what happened there. Did I screw up the Yeah, retry. Oh, that's right. That dude, he actually did it. I remember he like was working up to it. I guess he did it. Like Lord Doom said, there's a Yujiro versus Fleece Johnson parody.
So that exists.
And I want to. Like how that dude just went in jail for simple robbery, but because he keeps doing dudes' butts, he's in there for longer. Like he's been there for like 20 years when it should have been like 7 or something like that. If I remember right. They're like, why won't you let me out? You keep doing butt stuff, like unconsensual butt stuff. Dag nabbit, I'm getting hit. All right, you know. Oh, I can't. Okay, fine. I don't know why he's like.
Lord Doom says, "Yep, he did it because he's a warrior."
Lose.
You lose again?
Yeah, I don't even know what happened that time.
Ah, oh, dude.
I don't know. Let me look at the bike. Okay. 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 Doesn't matter. Let's just go back to the normal. Even though it's supposed to be way faster. I guess you know what I think it is. It's like, well, even though we gave you that bike, you shouldn't use it till the later races. These are early ones, so we're gonna.
Oh, so it basically thinks that you're cheating, so you have to.
Yeah, I think that's because it was accelerating mad slow, even though it's like way faster. You even saw the stats here; it was way faster. It's like, but it was acting like it wasn't.
Thanks, game. It's like that restriction should not even exist for a game like this.
Like, why would you even give me the end game bike and then be like, no, you can't use it though?
Right.
Yeah, I'm doing way better now.
That's good.
Because I guess even though that bike is statistically better, it's nerfed in the beginning. Huh. Weird though, right?
Very. But hey, as long as you got past that hurdle, then we're seeing some progress.
Yeah. God, all three of them had throw bombs? I don't remember how I did this now.
Damn. Threw all those bombs at you. At once.
Yagami, come on.
What, you lose again?
No.
Oh, okay.
Golly, come on. Now I'm about to. Thanks.
Ooh. It's like for Yagami's case, his fists do more of the talking, not bikes.
Indeed.
Imagine if you just lose the race, but in order to actually win, you have to get in a fist fight with the bikers, so that way you can actually win by default.
I know, right? I like how you said, I don't think I can fight all these guys. I'm like, yes, you can. Yeah, you literally can. I don't get how the game is like, we gotta state that he's weaker than Kiryu, but we also gotta make him like, they make him do stuff that like only like a Giga Chad goat would do, and then at the same time still be like, oh no, he can't fight all these guys by himself like he's Ichiban. I'm like, which is it? Is he a Giga Chad goat that can fight an Amon by himself, or Ichiban who needs his buddies?
I had no idea that goats could also be Giga Chads.
Yeah, that's Kiryu. He's
I
the
guess
Giga
so.
Chad goat.
No,
Yeah.
I'm talking about the animal, not greatest of all time.
Well, that's where
actual goat.
That's where obviously you even said you know I'm talking about great. So like, come on. Oi. Okay, let's see if I can take out like a bunch of them at once. Come on, boost power. Oh, I took out 2.
Better than nothing. I would say.
Oh, and it gets worse too, you know?
Yeah. Does it give you a time limit to beat the bikers?
I think because that's what happened last time. All of a sudden it just was like lose anyway. I'm like, but I didn't blow up or anything.
Lord Doom said a couple things. He says, oh, and speaking of Yujiro, he can totally be at least Captain America and Marvel, Punisher too, probably. But then he says, never mind, he couldn't beat Punisher.
I think because of Yujiro's cries, Punisher gets a buff. Oh, it ain't a time limit. It's that the boss is like was like way too far.
Oh, I see.
Because I noticed that the number got red when he was like way further.
Mm-hmm. So basically it is a time limit before he gets too far out.
Yeah. But if you can boost and get closer, you could like reset the time basically.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, it basically is, yeah. Bro, let me hit you. Thank you. Let me hit you. Thank you.
Lord Doom also followed up and says, Pun would totally use the net and trank guns. Cap wouldn't.
He blew up right at the end. I was about to take all those guys out.
Oh. And you almost got him, too.
Yeah.
Ah, that bastards.
My last chance. I ain't finna. So I'm giving this what like I did this all before just fine. Actually, no, that's a lie. I had trouble on like those raging angels. Those they were a pain to fight.
Oh,
They threw boomboxes at you.
LPH asks Lord Doom if Yujiro can beat Batman, and Lord Doom just followed up and said, no, he couldn't.
Oh my god, there's a lot of dumb questions in the Baki subreddit about can Yujiro beat these guys, and some of them actually believe he can, and then they're like, no, Yujiro is strong in Baki verse, but against actual people like Batman, he get the hands. Like, what don't you get? Batman would find some way.
Oh, of course. I mean, he's a detective. I mean, if you look at him, he managed to defeat the entirety of the Justice League.
Lord Doom said he has the Hellbat suit, which he, like, exactly. Like, friggin' Yujiro, friggin' even Dark, exactly. That was made for Darkseid. Yujiro's...
To get an even edge on Darkseid, I assume.
Compared, like... Fighting Darkseid compared to Yujiro...
I mean, we already know how much trouble that Superman has when going up against Darkseid.
Exactly, that's the thing. It's like, if it's somebody that even Superman has trouble with, what, like, come on now. Like, Yujiro's a cakewalk then.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, even like, without suits, I mean, I feel like Batman would find some weakness that, like, Baki could never do just because he's that good of a detective. He'd be like, oh, Baki,
right.
You never knew Yujiro slightly limps on his right leg a little bit?
Right. I mean...
And Baki'd be like, how did I not see that?
I mean, that's how Batman got a hand in defeating the entirety of the Justice League. Like, in case if they...
I have that comic, by the way. I have the trade paperback of it, Tower of Babel.
Mm-hmm.
Which became the movie Justice League Doom.
Uh-huh.
Although in the movie, they changed it from Ra's al Ghul to, Vandal Savage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. They're like, no, it's Vandal Savage who was planning this to create the Legion of Doom. It's kind of a neat thing, like they used. So basically, it was like its own thing that was inspired by it, by Tower of Babel, but...
Right.
Let's read. I don't know. You should see it.
Yeah.
No, get out of here.
Yeah, there's a lot of those DC.
He's the only one left. Come on.
I mean, there's a lot of those. There's a lot of those DC animated originals I still need to watch.
All right, I'm gonna take this fool out. Your boss is next, chump. Dang!
You lost?
No, I thought I did, but I didn't.
Oh, you missed?
I am on my last leg still.
Oh boy, yeah. This makes it even more difficult with the with where you're currently standing right now.
But nothing like a good come from behind victory.
Yeah. And without Hellback, uh, can Batman still be Darkseid in some version?
No, not Darkseid.
No, because Darkseid would just kill him right there.
There's times where he's outthought Darkseid without it. I remember that. I think. Or can he? I don't know. Hey, I won.
Hey. Oh,
Yeah,
really, Lord Doom?
Oh, you can. Okay, dude. In one timeline. Oh.
Oh, in one timeline he did. Interesting. Well, finally we made some progress in the biker story. Decapitate. Jesus.
Is this the same Batman from the original comic where he just punched people into acids and into acid bats and said a fit again for his kind?
Wait, he decapitated Darkseid? Wouldn't that go against his one rule that he shouldn't be taking lives?
Yeah, I guess Darkseid's big enough of a threat where he's like, you know what, fuck it.
Huh. Man.
Well, he's against taking, I guess, you know.
Oh, okay. Alternate universe evil Batman. Oh, I see.
Oh, well, that'll do it. But even Darkseid, someone that Batman will probably just go like, you know what, screw it, let's just kill him.
I feel like,
If
yeah,
he could.
because he's like...
So, an evil Batman like Thomas Wayne from Flashpoint Paradox, or maybe even Man-Bat, if he took up the cape and cowl with his real-life alter ego.
You lost me.
Oh, excuse me.
Lord Doom says mainstream Batman broke his one rule with when dealing with Darkseid, though. Okay. He shot him with a gun, and what was essentially a kryptonite bullet to New Gods. Oh, okay.
Nice.
How many more races till you go up against Ghost?
Oh boy. Well, there's a faction with like 3 or 4 races each. This is the first of the faction, and then there's the lady faction, and then Ghost's faction.
Oh Jesus, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. I might grind these off screen, but leave the final race for stream. I don't know. Depends on if I have time, because frickin' job usually has me so wiped that even during weekdays when I could be working on stuff, I'm just like. Matter of fact, like the first week of the new year, I might just take a week vacation from everything, streaming everything. Just not even drawing. I'm just gonna be like, I'm just gonna take a vacation. I need it. I just thought about it, like I haven't actually took a break, like, because even when I don't stream, I'm still doing something else. So I may take an actual legitimate break. Just be like, maybe even like go somewhere, like maybe I'll go to Boston even. I don't know. Or NYC, just to visit my cousin in NYC. I don't know.
Maybe in January you ought to go up to Washington D.C. for MagFest.
Maybe I can. I saw how much a hotel costs, but.
Oh yeah, not sure how much how
Getting
much it
there
would
won't be
cost
the
for.
problem. It's staying there.
Yeah. What's the hotel that they're at? What's it called? The Gaylord Hotel?
Is it?
I think so.
Sorry, whenever I hear that, I giggle like a.
Did you know?
Like
I giggle too because did you know there's a gang in Chicago called the Gaylords?
Really?
Yes.
And I'm guessing they are not actually gay.
Yeah, they're not.
Nah.
What they are is white. Because
which is even
a lot
funnier.
of the gangs were like us Latino
Latino heat.
And
Yeah.
then like they were like, what Latino and black gangs, and then this one white gang was like, man, we gotta make our own. And the dude read a book, and this actually he read a book that had a character named Gaylord, and he thought he was like, let's name our gang after him. In Chicago.
Okay, so Lord Doom
Whoa,
said,
I didn't block that. Why did I not block that?
Lord Doom says he even said normally I wouldn't do this, but you're too big of a threat. Like like we said.
Plus, he's not human. Like,
yeah, exactly. And then he says the story with the Batman that killed Darkseid is Last Night on Earth. So if you want to check it out, just be aware it's an Elseworlds thing. Okay.
I gotta get some boost power soon. There we go. Because he will. Oh, you cracker. He's not white. Why did I call him a cracker?
Oh, jumping Jehoshaphat's.
I was about to do it, and then like he's like, haha, he's a bomb, fool. I'm like, dang, nabbit, I'm not about to lose here. Yes, I just did because he read to the finish line first.
Oh, damn it.
I let him hit me. I think this is the few ones where putting it on Legend actually makes the mini game hard too. Every other one, no. I think this one I have to put it on easy. It's like Legend playthrough, except for the racing mini game, because I think Legend makes it Legend. Like,
oh yeah, it doesn't screw around.
No, because every other school mini game, the difficulty is not tied to the difficulty that you put for the rest of the game. So it's its own thing. Like the robot one is just gonna be just hard no matter what. Because I've actually done that. I was like, let me put it down to easy, see if it does not matter. And the dancing one has a difficulty thing in the game itself, in the mini game itself. You pick. So that's not the problem. This one I think is the only one where like, oh, you put it on hard, it's gonna be hard, bro. And I'm like, I don't know how to play racing that well.
So, Lord Doom, you're saying for that NASCAR guy's case, it was not a case of bad racism, but wrong racism? He says that it reminds me of that NASCAR guy that got caught on a hot mic calling a white guy the N-word. We can still hear you, buddy.
Oh boy.
Then went to all of us. That went to all of us.
That's funny. It's okay. 2 out of 3 Geek Fighters here are crackers, right? So it's okay.
Yeah.
2 out of 3. I'm gonna actually put it on easy.
Oh hey, I mean, you do what you gotta do.
Cause like, I don't think it shouldn't, like, you know what I mean? Like, it should. I hope it doesn't affect the trophy. Crap, does it?
Wait, you get a trophy for actually beating it on Legend?
Yeah, that's why I decided to do the stream in the first place.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, I would say.
Let's see where is it?
Don't risk it for the biscuit. Don't risk it.
No, wait, hold on. Beat the main story on the highest difficulty.
Oh, just the main story. Okay.
This is not. I should be okay.
Well, LPH, if it's Nintendo hard, then it would be pixelated and tight with the difficulty.
Oh, I can't change it. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Shoot. All right. Never mind. I just got to become a legend.
So that NASCAR guy got in massive trouble.
Well, he should.
He says it's the most hilarious version of those events he's ever heard. Oh yeah. I mean, yelling out a bunch of racism like that, but doing it improperly.
Ready to tear it up.
It doesn't matter if you do it properly or improperly, you're still going to get in a lot of trouble.
3 of them shot right there. That's get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
I wonder if those things are like heat-seeking sometimes.
Well, they show a targeting reticle when they are. If you ever noticed the targeting reticle.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I've noticed, but for the ones that are not being aimed, it just makes it seem like
No, but they're not the ones that are not that don't have that. Just the ones that have the targeting.
I see. Okay. Lord Doom says an Asian guy calling a white guy the N-word on a hot mic, and they were covering a NASCAR video game at the time.
An Asian guy calling. Oh my God! That sounds amazing. I didn't even. Oh Lord!
It was a gamer moment caught live on air.
He thought he was on Xbox Live.
Oh boy.
Oh man, Xbox Live.
Or a JoJo's Fightcade chat.
Oh God, yes.
Oh God.
That day. I'm like, why? I didn't know we decided to stream it on the day the clan was meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess they decided to play some Heritage to the Future that day on Fightcade.
And it's a good thing that it's a good thing we did not have any footage from that Fightcade, or else that would be the death knell for us.
Well, we never. Well,
We didn't show the
thankfully,
chat. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't show the chat, but we did show the
Thankfully.
game.
Yeah. Thankfully. Because golly, we'd be. You guys
Yeah,
are
that'd be
fans. We'd be all.
Yeah, that
like,
would be the death knell for us for sure.
Well, welcome to the Greek fighters.
the Greek fighters.
Are any of us Greek? And we're like, no. Like, oh well, that's.
Nope.
What are you guys into God of War? No? Okay. Are you into Rygar? Well, we
I
like
love Rygar.
Yeah. Both the NES game and the modern adaptation that was on PS2.
Lord Doom, Heritage for the Future study was done.
A full-on
still
study
win.
that proves that statistically that game has the highest amount of N-words being thrown. Yeah.
By a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Persona 4 music again.
The only Yakuza game where Persona music
Okay, that
is being
smile is
played.
creepy. Now I
Oh,
fight the leader of the group.
oh God, that smile. Ugh.
Like how that guy who only smiled though, he's creepy. All right, look at that. He's no-selling the fire.
Look at those embers bouncing off his head. Lord Doom then follows up and says, if you play that and don't see it, buy a lotto ticket that day.
Right? If you go to Fightcade and don't see.
Yagami! That's totally wild!
Ask us anything, brother.
All right, with Hanasaki.
So I guess tonight's wrestling pay-per-view is ROH Final Battle.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say that's an orgasm face, and he even says it. Nearly creamed myself. Okay, well there you go.
Oh,
So he
yeah.
was.
That definitely answered your question.
Yep. He likes sushi, tempura, and soba noodles. I know he's got a huge mole on his butt. I saw it when I went to the hot springs. There's this great love. Oh, he talks.
A huge mole on his ass, huh? Dang.
Hanasaki-san is in love.
Huh?
In love? Oh no! Oh god! Ah!
Seriously?
I wonder how many of these models were actually used in Shenmue.
Uh,
Because
0%.
because of that dude's creepy smile. That'd be like something you would see from Dreamcast days.
Huh?
You know?
All the money he gets from shakedowns.
Oh no.
The legend of shakedowns still happened.
Huh.
Yeah.
The legend of shakedown lives on.
Even after 1988, it still lives. Or whenever Yakuza 0 happened.
A weird homeless guy. Mr.
Oh,
Shakedown, the revenge. Lord Goose.
And he's sleeping by Shit River.
P River. If you remember that one quest in Yakuza
Oh.
7?
Oh, yes. Ugh. Yuck.
Nah.
No place to sleep, but he has a smartphone?
Dang. Must be unlocked if he can actually use it.
Oh no, that's right, a tailing mission. Oh boy, I have to do a tailing mission.
Uh-oh.
I hate these. This is like the only complaint with these games.
Metal Gear Judgment. Here we come again. Or here we go again.
I like how he's looking back, like, who do you think is following you? Like,
Well, he probably has a huge case of paranoia at his side.
like I like how they'll even look back and see if so, even when they don't have any reason to think somebody's following. I mean, somebody is, but
But they're not even that close.
wait up.
It's like that song that... It's like that one song that plays in his head. I'm not sick, but I'm not well. You know which one I'm talking about. Paranoia, paranoia, the whole world's out to get me.
Well, it's true.
Yeah, based on how much you've told us about that game, Lord Do, we can believe it.
Oh, speaking of, did you see the thing, Game Awards? I just remembered that they did show an Among Us thing. At the Game Awards, remember?
Oh yeah, they did.
It's like a expansion or something?
Yeah, where you basically play as what, like a slasher villain? Because being possessed like a virus or something that made one of the sus characters turn into a monster.
It's like, instead of just finding out who's sus, just hide, man. Just hide, man. He's not hiding. He's not trying to pretend anymore. He's just killing.
Yeah. It's like, get out of here. Whatever you do, don't turn back or don't look back.
That's probably why, Lord, I think about it. They probably saw the mods and were like, let's just make that official and make money off it. Woo! You know?
Although I'm pretty sure the modders would be like, yeah. They stole our idea.
Hiyori-chan!
Hiyori-chan.
Hiyori.
Talk about opposites attract.
Bomber's got a girl.
Huh?
Nothing how he acts in gang.
I'm definitely getting flashbacks from Like a Dragon with that one sub-story about that guy who cannot feel pain.
Oh, yes, yes, it was in that area. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a sec.
And all the town of Salem rolls. That mod is the best. Lord Doom then follows up with.
It's like a Romeo and Juliet story here. Girl needs a friend. Maybe I'll go talk to her.
So that Bomber's a Montague and Hiyori's a Capulet.
Yeah, why not? Yeah. Yeah. I like how they don't see me.
They can't see me. Because I'm Batman.
Lord Doom said that's a real condition, by the way, not being able to feel pain. It's crippling. There was a little girl I saw that on the news one time that had that, or somewhere, Maury, somewhere like that. And I was like, wait, what? And actually it is because like, wait, why is she just like running around with a broken arm, you know? Like, people forget, feeling pain is actually a good thing, so you know something's wrong.
Oh, yeah. Either she felt it beforehand and started to go into the phase of accepting the pain,
No,
or...
they found out it's her nerves don't act
Oh, I see.
to give pain. The pain receptors don't fire up.
It's like how Bart couldn't even feel pain when Lisa broke his arm by pushing him down the stairs in that one Simpsons episode when she was trying to babysit him.
And she's on drugs. Remember that, Metal?
This one kid broke his leg and didn't know until it started to look real bad, Lord Doom says. Ooh.
Huh?
Forbidden love. Like, no. Yeah, it is true. He's a Capulet and a Montague. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My parents are worried about their reputation. They're members of the Diet. And then his parents don't like him being in the gang and won't even...
That's the danger. Injuring yourself and just not noticing. Oh, yeah. I notice there are times when all of a sudden I'll just have cuts on me and I don't know how I got them when I'm working, you know?
Seriously?
Can't believe there was actually any meaning behind those fireworks.
Fireworks that get sprayed on by Yagami and the rest of the gang.
Lord Doom even said that's the danger, right? Injuring yourself and not noticing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that's happened to you once before, right? Like, there'll be some point you'll notice that you have a spot on your body that all of a sudden just got cut and you don't realize how you got it.
Oh, God, a lot of times. Unfortunately, my leg, I keep bleeding there.
Yes, we are playing Lost Judgment again, Vito.
Although we're at the tail end of the stream, but...
Yeah. Just currently taking a break from the story since we did a lot of it last episode and doing a bit of the school stories again.
Well, like I said, I want to celebrate with celebrate being
almost
on my
free.
own schedule again. Yeah.
Yeah, almost free from your current job that you're about to leave on, and
crap! Thanks for reminding me. You actually didn't say anything, but it reminded me to write the letter.
Yes.
Because that's weird that I have to write a letter. I mean, it's not weird that a lot of jobs have letters, but they don't. A lot of jobs don't require.
Yeah, they don't require it. I mean, you just. I mean, shouldn't that be like the boss's job? You just say you put in your 2 weeks notice, and they should be like, okay.
Yeah, usually. I get cuts on my legs, and then I scratch, and then there's blood on my hand, and I'm like, what the world?
Mm-hmm.
That's happened to me a lot. Happens to
Yeah.
Wheels, but that's because he doesn't feel his legs,
Oh yeah.
which makes sense actually. That's exactly the danger to talk about because he doesn't feel his legs. He doesn't know when they're hurt, when they're like something wrong.
If there was one character that Wheels would play in a Yakuza Ryoga Gotoku game, it would be Ryo Aoki from Like a Dragon.
I told him that before, yeah. If only he could get a lung transplant.
Yeah, and then he could...
Even though that's not Wheels' condition at all, but it's funny though. Oh, it's got a lung transplant. I'm like, wait, what? Lord, dude, funny enough, that's how my coworker quit. He just said, I'm out, I quit. So, I don't know, and I guess this is a recent thing. Because when my coworker quit, it wasn't that long ago. He got rehired, like, he said he quit, like, 6 months ago and got rehired 3 months ago, you know?
Right, didn't even put in his 2 week notice, but still he got rehired? It makes you...
Yeah. So I wonder if that's why that thing is there now, though. Like, oh, because of your coworker friend here, we made it so you have to put a letter in.
Oh.
Like how Yagami, because his morals won't let him, he doesn't shoot. He just scares you with the gun. Whereas Kiryu would just shoot, even though he also says he doesn't kill, but Kiryu will still make Kiryu shoot. But Yagami, he actually doesn't shoot.
I mean, when he does those heat actions with the weapons, you figure that he's actually killing somebody, you know?
Yeah, he stabs, he shoots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice drop kick.
So sometimes it makes you wonder whether or not if his moral is counterintuitive based on the actions you perform with him, you know?
It's like those uh-oh, Metal. Normally this is where we start the stream. You
I'm alright. Just a little. It's getting to that time of the afternoon.
I also would shoot, but I tell people I didn't. Just like Kiryu, my hero, Lord Doom says.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Wait, I need to eat food again.
Yeah, I do too. Even though it won't be until a few hours till I go to bed myself, since I have to go back to work tomorrow after my week-long vacation, which they're never long.
I know, right? Every time you tell me, you're like, yeah, and it's like it's just a week. And then it's always like times where like nothing's happening, so you can't even be like, I'm gonna go here to this con or something. Like,
Mm-hmm.
sad.
I mean, since I have 4 weeks of vacation every year, I usually like to do them like evenly between like about every 3 months, just to make it like a consistent schedule with me, I suppose.
What Lord Doom
Starting
said
to
is
feel it.
exactly.
Pretty tasty. Thanks.
I didn't shoot him, but if he ran up on me with a gun, and I got the gun away from him and shot him, then that's on him.
Oh,
Yep.
now I can't. Oh no, I thought that wasn't an alcoholic drink. Frick.
Oh crap.
He can't race now.
Oh, because they're telling you
It
winners
actually
don't drink and drive.
Yeah, yep. It's
Oh,
funny, but it's like,
ouch. You don't have any of those pills or whatever that can actually lower your...
it's these water bottles that do it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's weird. Well, I guess it wouldn't be weird per se, but, you know, since Kiwami 2, I figured it would be mandatory to get those pills that you buy at the drugstore that can actually lower your,
Well,
you know, alcohol level.
It's the same thing. It's just water.
Yeah.
Lord Doom said this is how I get voted out as Jester in Among Us. I did give Metal that game. I don't know if you actually played it though yet.
Yeah.
Among Us.
Have you played it?
No, I've played a bit of it. Yeah, it is fun. I gotta give it that.
Play with randos?
Oh yeah,
Huh.
you can rando it.
I didn't kill him, but but I'm glad he's dead. Wait, what?
This is the boss race.
Yeah.
Oh, the boss of this faction?
Yeah.
The bomber faction?
Yep.
Hanasaki,
Here they come.
who's homeless and who has a girlfriend.
And I have a house that don't have a girlfriend.
But yet you can date 4
Uh.
of them in this game.
Yeah, but 3 of them are DLC.
Ah, yeah.
Which I have. I just haven't done those yet. I've only done the girls bite dating Witch of Mercury / KOF-15 lady.
Oh yeah.
American.
And yet you have a character like the main hero of Thousand Arms who has 9 of those women, but yet he still can't maintain a solid girlfriend.
You know what's funny is apparently her the voice actress she's golly, they're going after me like I hit like a bajillion times. Golly.
Oh boy.
It's kinda like,
Well, what about that voice actress?
well, she speaks good English,
Oh yeah.
but when she speaks in KOF and other games, it's like they force her to use the broken Japanese accented English when she says English words. It's kind of funny to me.
Ooh.
She knows the words, but the director's like, no, you gotta say it like a Japanese would. But the character I'm playing is a foreigner who, no, you still gotta say it in broken accented English. But I know proper English. No, we can't do that.
Her sister calls a meeting and goes, "So, are we just pretending that every name he said didn't end up dead in the order he said?" Lord Doom said.
Oh God. Oh no.
Oh, because his wife
They're saying about me.
threw him an assist once, and he said a bunch of names during a meeting. She was imposter and went down the list. Okay, I get it. Ooh. Hopefully you can beat him before the end of the stream today.
I hope so. Yeah, I got 10 minutes.
Yeah.
All I gotta do is keep up the truth.
Keep it up, man. You can do it.
I lost all the boosts already. It's already looking bad.
Oh.
Oh my God, I can't get boost for nothing.
Look at him throwing all those grenades at you. Or, I'm sorry, fireworks.
Yeah, because remember, Yagami even said, this is Japan. What do you mean grenades? Like, oh no, they're actually fireworks, but you know.
When you try and frame a man, but his plan was to get arrested in the first place. Hate to see it, Kappa.
Alright, I got boost. Let's see if I can take out at least 3 of them. Hold on. I hit 0. Yes, that was my...
Wow.
I literally
game.
swerved by the one guy I could have hit.
Wow, game. Thanks for the help. You're such a pal, game.
Ay. That's so stupid. You know what that was? I didn't get hit. You know what that was?
What?
When you pop a wheelie for too long, it's like, oh, you took a huge hit, and now you're dying.
Wow, they punish you for actually trying to do a Papa Willie?
For too long, yeah.
That makes no sense. Because you want to try to build up your boost as much
Exactly.
as you can. But they're like, nah, son. Golly. These guys don't mess around.
It's not over yet, though, but it's looking bad. I'm gonna keep shooting those stupid fireworks.
Man, this is like me trying to learn the Flux Fisher and judge the first Judgment.
Ay, ay, ay. Oh, that's the loss.
Oh,
Just because of one random one and one wheelie that was too long. I like how you get paid anyways.
really?
Yeah, made 4,000 again. That's $40.
Well,
Nice.
I guess there's a way to make. I guess there's a way to make chump change, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think that's what I should do. Take the vacation, and then come back and just be like, all right, I'm hustling. I'm gonna pull what Sound Out and Metal do, which is grow my audience and Geek Fighters audience,
So-
hopefully.
Oh
That's all you
yeah.
gotta do, yeah.
I mean, Metal found his Yu-Gi-Oh niche. I found my Fate niche, and for some reason they haven't left. So I'm like, yeah, I need to plan some Fate stuff.
You need to cultivate.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely had my niche, but that's been for quite a while. But there are plenty of other franchises I want to cover in retrospectives. And that, Jerry, I know you and I want to still do that collaboration on the Dragon Quest series, the mainline games at least. Oh, speaking of Dragon Quest Treasures released yesterday on the Switch.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did it?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Basically the side story that covers Eric's younger days with his sister Mia
Hmm.
from Dragon Quest XI. Yes.
All right. Now, dag nabbit. Really? I'm like, all right, now to take out a bunch.
And you
Okay, I did take out a bunch, but I got hit first though, which is like,
oh. Wow.
that's revenge right there. That's what that is.
Yes.
And you know me,
You committed
my favorite
reven-
game is Shenmue, meaning my favorite thing to do is take revenge.
Yep.
I was gonna say you played a game of Revengeance to get your revenge on these guys.
Dad played with me.
If we ever got around to playing Revengeance on this channel, I'm pretty sure Metal would want to sit out for that one.
Because he already did it for
Yeah.
Yeah.
for Hero
I-
Club.
Yes.
I did, but it'd be fun to see somebody else do it, though. It would be fun.
I like how even Yagami like complains like we're like the gamer, like come on, when like look at it, I almost had him. Come on, this is ridiculous. What is that?
What the hell? Golly.
Yagami need to boost at the right time, which is now.
Oh boy. I was about to, I would say. Oh. Oof. Rat bastard.
Right at the end. That's like people say they love this sub story, and I do, but controls could be tighter. Controls are kind of clunky.
Yeah.
If you play this, you'd understand what I mean. Like,
I mean, I noticed that some Sega
There's,
games or some
there's some,
Yakuza
like-
games.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I noticed some Yakuza games they don't seem like they're fully polished, even though they on some things like this. It just makes you wonder if they should have had a little bit more time to polish out some of the smaller things before, you know,
That
they
actually
release
makes
it.
a lot of sense. That actually makes a lot of sense. Because they do be coming out like almost like Call of Duty.
Mm-hmm.
When yeah. Oh, come on.
Beat him and then steal his girlfriend out of frustration.
In Japan, that's okay.
Evidently. No, this is actually making me want to go back and play Lost Paradise again.
I
Just
think
seeing
Lost
this.
Paradise tries a little better, actually.
Oh, yeah.
What's funny is like, I dig the game, but oh my god, I'm getting glip-glopped again.
You are playing it on Legends mode.
Wow, I didn't. Come on, Yagami. Just block and hit him.
Revenge by any means.
Look, it's already 5:20.
Yeah. Wanna give it
Yagami,
one?
it was last
You wanna
chance.
Yeah. One last go.
Last go, like. The fact that 3 of them shoot fireworks.
I was about to say, channel your inner Vin Diesel and take them out.
That channel my inner revenge man.
That revenge man, his name's Boxman.
Oh boy, you know what? I may need to call on him. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god! Every time I like do something great, I get hit by a stray firework. He got hit again. What the heck, dude? Do you not know how to block?
Apparently not.
Oh, blocking slows him down. Really? I didn't even. Oh my god! I hit block, but then I let go right at the wrong time. And then I just get hit. Dude! You're not even. Yagami. Okay. I like how Yagami is like, I don't even care anymore. Just didn't even try. Wow, he wanted it to end this bad.
Ouch.
Wow, he was like,
Damn,
no,
that-
I want you to end on a downer.
Damn, that sucks.
I don't respect your time. Yagami, what's wrong with you? You don't respect my time. I gotta get ready for work now.
We believed in you, Yagami. How could you let our boy down?
Golly.
Man,
And I gotta call an Uber.
And I wanted to see how that
I know.
sub-story ended.
Me too.
Or that part of the sub-story, I mean.
I'm at a whole week, hopefully, if I don't oversleep. Actually, I shouldn't. No, I put an alarm. I put an alarm today, and I'm like, yeah, why did the alarm go? Why did the alarm go off? It was set for Sunday for some reason. I'm like, I know I hit Saturday. Get out of here. I know for a fact I hit Saturday. What do you mean I hit Sunday? Anyways, what do you got to plug?
Yep. So, I think I'll go first this time since it's been quite a while. So, you guys know where to follow me. You can follow me at youtube.com and twitch.tv at RPG Reviews, as that's where I work on most of my creative content, especially YouTube, as that's my platform of choice. But Twitch is a secondary streaming channel I use since I stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time via Restream. So follow me at both sources when you can. But in the meantime, you can also follow me through social media at facebook.com/RPG Reviews and twitter.com/RPG Reviews. Had a lot of fun today. Ready to look forward to the next ride next week.
Ah, nice. All right, it's my turn. I'm on YouTube at Metal Blue Eyes. Check me out. I do Yu-Gi-Oh content a few times a week, and even more so if I'm lucky. And of course, I'm just on Twitter at MetalBlueEye0. And then, naturally, check out hero-club.com for all your hero news.
All right. As for you can follow me on Twitch. For the next 2 weeks, it'll be at 4 p.m. Tuesday and Thursday. Tuesday KOF, Thursday Fate Grand Order. But then starting the final week of December, I will be back to Tuesdays and Fridays at least. If not, if not, why do I keep thinking I can block bullets? If not, more. But yeah.
Well, you don't have Sengoku armor. That's why.
No, I for some reason legitimately just thought he could block bullets. I don't know why. My brain was like, But yeah, Tuesdays and Fridays, 4 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays and Thursdays, excuse me. Fridays at the last week of December. And I usually do a New Year's Eve stream, as you guys know, so be prepared for that too. And Alex will not be joining because he said he's going to be out. So, I guess so there's room for other co-hosts if you guys want to join.
Yeah,
for
I
that.
mean, hopefully I should be around, but that depends on my schedule. Because if you, since you do your New Year's Eve streams, I would definitely like to be a part of it, but I'll see. Well,
I saw that dude trying to do some John Boom stuff. He like dodged and shot. Alright, I guess that's it, right?
Well, Jerry, since, we're at the end of the stream, you got 2 lovely words to end off the stream. And they are?
They are... Let me get a lightning blade on this guy.
Oh, yes.
And then I'll say it.
Raikiri on their ass. That's what Kakashi calls his Chidori, the lightning blade.
Alright, so Nimu Kanyo. Nimu Kanyo.
Well, have a good rest of your weekend, everybody. See you next week.
See ya.
Yep.
Watch that poor schmuck gets killed and then gets dragged away by a car.
Well, he deserved that for
Yes, he
friggin'
did.
bringing a gun, so you know what? He got what he deserved.